Have you ever wondered about the linguistic and cultural divisions in Belgium? Belgium, a small yet diverse nation nestled in the heart of Europe, is a fascinating study of complex linguistic and cultural landscapes. This complexity arises from the coexistence of three main linguistic communities, each with its distinct identity and heritage. Firstly, we have the Dutch-speaking Flanders in the north, a region known for its vibrant cities and rich history. Then, there's the French-speaking Wallonia to the south, home to picturesque landscapes and rustic charm. Lastly, there's the German-speaking community, the smallest of the three, yet an integral part of Belgium's rich tapestry. These linguistic divisions, however, have not always led to harmonious coexistence. They've bred socio-economic imbalances, sparking resentment between the communities, and challenging the unity of the Belgian nation. So, how did these divisions arise? Let's delve into the history. The seeds of Belgium's linguistic divisions were sown centuries ago. This might be surprising to some, but the story begins not with Belgium as we know it today, but with a region known as the Low Countries. In the past, this region was a loose political confederation, comprising a host of fiefdoms under the rule of the illustrious House of Habsburg. Their dominion stretched far and wide, but it was the Low Countries that held strategic importance due to its geographical location. During this period, the Low Countries consisted of 17 provinces, a blend of diverse cultures and languages. However, this harmonious coexistence was disrupted by the Dutch Revolt and the 80 Years' War. These events marked a significant turning point in the history of the Low Countries, leading to the division of the 17 provinces into two distinct entities, the Dutch Republic and the Spanish Netherlands. Now you might be wondering how this old history ties into the current linguistic division in Belgium. It's important to note that the division caused by the Dutch Revolt and the 80 Years' War wasn't based on language. Rather, it was a result of religious, economic, and political factors. This historical division, therefore, doesn't directly correlate with the present-day linguistic partitioning lines in Belgium. The Dutch Republic, which consisted of the northern provinces, became a Protestant stronghold, while the Spanish Netherlands, which included the southern provinces, remained predominantly Catholic. This division created a religious, political, and cultural rift, which played a significant role in shaping the identities of the Dutch-speaking Flemish and the French-speaking Walloons. However, the linguistic division we see today in Belgium didn't emerge until much later. It was a complex process, influenced by various factors over the centuries, including the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and the formation of the Belgian state. And with time, these divisions grew, leading to the rise of Flemish and Walloon nationalism. This rise in nationalism has brought the linguistic divisions to the forefront of Belgium's national discourse, shaping the country's political, social, and cultural landscape. But that's a story for another time. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the rise of Flemish and Walloon nationalism in our next scene. As Belgium's linguistic divisions deepened, so too did the sense of nationalism among the Flemish and Walloon communities. The rise of nationalism in these two communities can be traced back to a myriad of factors, each playing a significant role in the shaping of today's Belgium. One of the driving forces behind this rise was the socio-economic imbalances that were prevalent throughout the country. The Dutch-speaking Flanders region, in the north, began to experience significant economic growth. This prosperity, however, was not mirrored in the French-speaking Wallonia region in the south, leading to an increasing sense of resentment and disparity between the two communities. This economic divergence was further compounded by political disagreements. Belgium's complex political structure, with a large degree of autonomy granted to both Flanders and Wallonia, often led to conflicts of interest. Each region's desire to protect and promote its distinct cultural and linguistic identity resulted in a political landscape marked by tension and division. And then there were the cultural differences. The Flemish and Walloon communities, each with its unique language, traditions, and way of life, began to develop a strong sense of identity and pride in their heritage. This cultural nationalism served to further solidify the divide, as each community sought to assert its uniqueness and independence. But it wasn't all about division. Despite the rise of nationalism, there were also unifying elements at play. The monarchy, the strong national institutions, and the geopolitical importance of Brussels were all factors that worked towards maintaining a sense of unity among the Belgian people. Yet, the rise of Flemish and Walloon nationalism has not been without its challenges. The question of the status of Brussels, a city officially bilingual but with a majority of French speakers, adds a complex layer to this already intricate situation. The rise of nationalism, however, has led to some serious discussions about the future of Belgium. The linguistic and cultural divisions in Belgium have sparked discussions about a hypothetical partition of the country. A potential split might follow linguistic lines, with the Dutch-speaking region of Flanders and the French-speaking region of Wallonia becoming independent states. Alternatively, they might choose to join the Netherlands and France, respectively. These are not just idle speculations. Belgium's linguistic divisions have led to socio-economic imbalances and resentment between the two communities. As a result, some people believe that a partition might be a solution to these issues. However, the situation is complex. Brussels, the capital city, is officially bilingual, but has a majority of French speakers, while a minority German-speaking community adds another layer of complexity. The status of Brussels and this German-speaking minority are significant factors that complicate the question of partition. Interestingly, despite the discussions around partition, public opinion polls reveal that most Belgians still support a unified state. According to a poll conducted in 2019, just over 28% of the population supports partition, while nearly 63% opposes it. To put this into perspective, the Dutch-speaking population comprises 59% of the Belgian population, while French speakers make up 40%. The German-speaking community consists of around 73,000 people, a small but significant minority. It's also worth noting that the historical region of the Low Countries, which includes Belgium, emerged as a loose political confederation of fiefdoms ruled by the House of Habsburg. The Dutch Revolt and the 80 Years' War led to the division of the 17 provinces into the Dutch Republic and the Spanish Netherlands. This historical context has no direct relation to the current partitioning lines in Belgium, but it does underscore the country's complex and layered history of division and unity. To sum up, the hypothetical partition of Belgium along linguistic lines is a topic of discussion that has been fueled by the country's linguistic and cultural divisions, socio-economic imbalances, and the rise of Flemish and Walloon nationalism. Yet the majority of Belgians still support a unified state, and the geopolitical importance of Brussels, the monarchy, and strong national institutions are seen as unifying elements. Despite these discussions, there are many factors that continue to unify Belgium. While divisions exist, several unifying factors hold Belgium together. The monarchy, for instance, serves as a symbol of unity, transcending linguistic and cultural divisions. King Philippe, as the head of state, plays a crucial role in fostering unity and maintaining the delicate balance between the Flemish and Walloon populations. Then, we have the strong national institutions that have been in place for centuries. These institutions, rooted in the country's history and tradition, provide a common ground for all Belgians, regardless of their linguistic or cultural backgrounds. They act as the glue holding the nation together, ensuring that the wheels of the Belgian Federation keep turning in harmony. The geopolitical importance of Brussels cannot be understated either. As the capital of Belgium and the de facto capital of the European Union, Brussels is a vibrant melting pot of cultures. It's a city where both Dutch and French are spoken, a testament to the country's linguistic diversity. Its status and strategic importance add another layer of complexity to the question of partition. A hypothetical partition of Belgium could have far-reaching implications, not just for the country, but also for the European Union. After all, the EU is a model of diverse cultures working together, and a split in one of its founding members could challenge this model. It raises questions about the future of cultural and linguistic diversity within the EU and how these differences can be managed. Belgium's linguistic and cultural divisions are a fascinating aspect of its history and present, but as we've seen, they're just one part of the complex Belgian story.